making his way to the red corner from Skemersdale Muay Thai, Scott Stewart.
So our top of the bill final fight, Scott Stewart, Skemersdale Muay Thai, 82.5 kilos, A class over 5 3-minute rounds.
Scott's opponent making his way to the blue corner, fighting out of Wickercamp, Sheffield, Chrystian Korzeniowski.
Chrystian Korzeniowski from the Wickercamp. Oh, we're finishing on another good track, Phil.
Yeah.
You and I have seen Chrystian fight previously.
Yes.
I think on the first Nakmoy Legacy, didn't we?
It's the man who never smiles, isn't it?
Even when he knocks them out.
Yeah, he just knocks them out.
Now this is it's a rematch, this, I understand, Phil.
Right.
They've met before.
Yep.
Scott picked up the win on the last occasion.
Oh, should be good then.
So Chrystian will be looking for some redemption.
Yeah.
Now, we've seen Chrystian fight before, and we've seen how he can be drawn into a gunfight.
Yeah, he can, yeah.
And that can be good or bad, depending on who you're facing. And Scott's clearly a serious competitor, because he holds a win over Chrystian.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if Chrystian can stick to the game plan that his corner have no doubt developed for him. And perhaps whether Scott's going to underestimate his opponent, you never know. He's beaten him once. May feel like he's got his number.
Yeah, it should be interesting, this one. It's like Drago from Rocky into Chrystian.
Phil, where's Skemersdale? Is it next to Emmerdale?
It's, yeah, somewhere like that, yeah. Oh, it might be near Wensleydale.
There's a genuine question, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to... We'll get Kev on Google. See, now I knew this, Phil. I didn't have to look it up. It's just outside Wigan and St Helens.
Right, yeah. It's not far from Liverpool, though, is it?
It's not. See, you knew that and you made me have to go and find it out. No disrespect meant there
to be honest,
Skemersdale Muay Thai, forgive me.
I think
we should have looked it up.
Yeah.
You think you fought there? I don't think there's anywhere you've not fought, Phil.
Yeah.
You're at Battle of Hastings as well.
I think I started it.
Healthy show of respect for the final bout this evening. Scott Stewart, red corner, Skelmersdale Muay Thai, Chrystian Korzeniowski, blue corner, Wicker Camp. A-class bout. Steadier start like we saw in the earlier fight between Ozias and James.
Good takedown there.
Kick caught, nicely done by Scott. Won't have hurt anything more than Chrystian's pride, but it's that kind of thing that can provoke someone into getting into a gunfight.
Yeah, it's a good scoring technique as well.
Yeah, it shows dominance and control.
Yeah.
Leg kick thrown and solidly blocked.
Oh, nice elbow.
Upward elbow there from Chrystian. Scott's guard is permanently high. Just drops it a fraction, but straight back up. Those hands are protecting his head. Chrystian's a little bit lower. Again, Chrystian trying with that elbow. Scott's just skips out to his right.
Trying that rising elbow straight down the middle, isn't he?
I mean, it's an ideal technique to prise through that guard.
Yeah.
Chrystian's got to be careful. He dropped that right hand and Scott came over the top with his own right. Sorry, Chrystian dropped his left. And Scott snuck through with two straight punches, caught Chrystian's leg again. Chrystian seems intent on using those elbows.
Yeah, he's wonder if he's trying to cause an upset early on, because you don't usually see elbows straight away. I think Scott's corner telling him when he catches that leg to come in with the overhand. Sort of had a bit of success with that. Yeah.
Separately been catching the leg and also landing that overhand.
Not sure if his tight guard's the result of the first meeting.
I didn't see that fight, so
yeah,
I'm not
I've
sure.
not seen it myself, so same here. I'm just wondering if he's keeping a tight guard because he knows that Chrystian can bang a bit.
Well, we certainly know he can do that. We've seen him fight previously.
Round 2.
Two long, stiff jabs by Scott to open the round. Chrystian comes back with a teep. A little bit more mobile, Chrystian now moving around. Again, Scott's hands welded almost to the sides of his head. But you can see why Chrystian's going for that rising elbow through the middle, because there's a big gap there. But I'm sure Scott's aware of that.
One liking as well is Chrystian, he's been throwing quite a few head kicks. You know, for a big lad, he's throwing pretty easy as well.
Chrystian just slipping out of the way of those few attacks from Scott. He's up on his feet, moving around. I mean, he does it well for a big lad.
Yeah.
Scott, a little bit more sedentary, feet planted, cutting off the ring if he can. Chrystian seems to be having fun. Hands are coming down low though.
Yeah, he's got to be careful.
Chrystian's been told not to trade by his corner. Perhaps that's where the victory came on the last occasion. Scott nicely maneuvers himself out of the corner. Stepping out to his right, back into the center of the ring. Left body hook, right leg kick. Seen that quite a few times. Scott answers back with a combination of his own. Wildly throws that overhand right, misses Chrystian by a country mile. Oh, beautiful
nice
right elbow.
Yeah, I think that was more of a slip then.
Not given as a knockdown. Just a bit from the angle I was sat, I thought it landed. But the referee's got a better view than we have. Seemed that Scott complained about his right knee, the one that we see the tube grip around. For the knee support.
It looked like Chrystian were enjoying himself that round.
underway. Round 3.
Scott snuck through a few punches there. Chrystian's been told to keep his hands up. Scott swinging for the fences. Chrystian's making Scott miss, but he's got to capitalise on those moments.
Yeah, he's leaving things out in. Good team there from Chrystian.
It's good that Chrystian's using lateral movement. I was a bit worried that he's perhaps just moving straight back and then dropping his hands, and Scott's going to capitalise on that. Again, Scott goes for that wild right hook, and Chrystian just gets out of the way. Oh, but Chrystian catches him with a right hand as he was coming in. Bit of a low blow, perhaps. But Chrystian lands another jab. Scott's hands are still up high, but you just get a whiff of a bit of desperation in the way that he's throwing his punches. Oh, again, Scott lands with that left hand, but then starts swinging for Chrystian, but he's not there to be hit. He's moved out of the way. And Chrystian jumps with that elbow. Brings the crowd to life with that move. He's got his hands down now, a bit of showboating.
He's cutting on his head, look. His head's bleeding.
Yep. Chrystian really showing his footwork now, beautifully moving around the ring. Goes for that elbow again. He needs to keep his hands up though. Oh, rising elbow there, straight through. Does that cut his nose bleeding as well? Can't see from here.
The blood is oozing.
I don't think Chrystian doesn't want to stay standing still. He's done really well with his movement. It's what Scott seems to have had difficulty dealing with.
He's letting Scott do a lot of the attacking, the scoring.
He's got his hands down. Scott snuck through a punch there. He cannot be taken lightly, Scott. He's very much still in this fight, even though he's cut. The cut's not hampering his vision. I think it's going to look a lot worse than it actually is. But that round's got to be good for Chrystian's confidence. But his footwork was good in that round.
Yeah.
Chrystian's, for a big man. Just because they're sat closer to us, we could hear that Chrystian's corner telling him to work Scott's body. Perhaps sensing some fatigue in the And the air opponent, the Skelmersdale Muay Thai man. But Scott's come out, hands up high, moving forward, letting Chrystian know that he's still in a fight. Chrystian landed a solid body kick there and then followed through with a right hand. Laid back there and a beautiful right hand, but again, he's got to be careful. Hands are dangerously low and Scott is still very much a danger.
Both these lads are exceptional kickers. You know, for big lads, they can kick good.
Chrystian worked the body there with a long left hook to the ribs. Oh, beautiful left head kick there. Taken on Scott's glove, but you could see the impact going through to his head. You know, and Chrystian's moving around, he's smiling, he seems to be enjoying this. There's a mouse developing under Scott's left eye as well.
Yeah, and his right side just swelling around the side of his eye there as well.
And Chrystian comes through with two right hands there. Not going to help that situation resolve.
Oh, still trying
another elbow.
Elbows. Oh, downward elbow.
Again, Chrystian moving around well.
Nice body shot there from Chrystian.
He's moving around now, seems to be finding it far easier to block Scott's attacks there, successive blocks. Scott's hand still very high. Another downward elbow. Cuts opened up again. Another strong round there for Chrystian.
I think Chrystian's been enjoying himself in there, hasn't he?
Deep breaths from Scott, unsurprisingly. Heading into the final round.
So they're taking doctors are taking a look at that cut. His eye's looking pretty swollen as well. Like you say, that mouse, what he's got underneath the left side.
No, he's breathing heavily, but he's still a danger. And I'm really impressed his guard has not dropped. Unfortunately for him, Chrystian's been able to attack every other part of his body that his hands aren't able to protect.
Well, he's got one more round to change things now.
And they're big lads, and they can.
They're both big lads, aren't they?
And Scott's clearly got the technique. We've seen it demonstrated over 4 rounds. And we know he's got a win over Chrystian prior to this.
Scott needs to go for it now. The danger is that
he's behind on points now.
Yeah, he's behind on points. He's got to go for it. I mean, just go watch those elbows of Chrystian's as well. He's throwing some really dangerous elbows.
And conversely, Chrystian's got to know that he's going to probably go for hell for leather.
Yeah.
So he's got to be careful not to get caught. So immediately Scott moves forward but gets caught by 2 punches from Chrystian. And despite the healthy dollop of Vaseline on top of his head, that wound has opened up again on Scott. Chrystian again moving around, relaxed, arms down. Another upward elbow, but gets caught with a left hook. And then Scott tries to follow through with a kick and goes over the ropes. Good movement from Chrystian. Frustration on the face of Scott, who is not giving up though. He's digging in those body shots. Hands still high, still a danger. And Chrystian must be careful.
Yeah, Chrystian's playing
because he's landed again. He landed there with a sort of looping overhand right, did Scott. And you can hear him with his war cry. He's really digging in. He's been spurred on by his corner. And it's all right, Chrystian moving, but he's got to throw things. He's got to throw something to give Scott something to think about. You can't just be allowed to walk in with impunity. Good lovely stepping knee and another elbow. But Scott is not out of this fight. Fantastic display by both men. Really fantastic way to finish this evening's event. Both going airborne. Chrystian smiling, Scott grimacing, knowing this fight is slipping out of his control, and he's trying to snatch it back. Chasing Chrystian down. Chrystian now moving around like a middleweight on the ropes, laying back, making Scott miss, punishing him with a left hand.
He's staying this fight right till the end, is Scott. Not giving in.
Chrystian's digging him into the body. Got to be careful though. Scott being pushed on by his corner to keep throwing.
You see Scott just gritting his teeth.
Yeah.
Himself.
Kicking, missing Chrystian, finding the ropes. Chrystian just moving around. Gum shield was either not in or fell out. Chrystian blocking those kicks. No doubt every last bit of energy that Scott can muster thrown behind him. And he's still landing this, Scott. Chrystian must be careful.
Kicks coming off here.
But he's really found his range, Chrystian. He's opening up, he's enjoying this. No doubt thinking back to that loss. Oh, beautiful knee there.
Really good fight.
What a fantastic fight.
Best fights tonight, I think, that one.
Absolutely. Again, fantastic demonstration of heart, courage, skill. Above all, sportsmanship. And it's got to feel good for Chrystian to claw back that loss. Screams with relief.
Okay, can we have a Wayne Digby, senior clerk from Bankhouse Chambers, please, to prevent the fighters with the trophies. Okay, one last time, big round of applause please for both these fighters. Can't be easy being the last fight of the night, waiting all night to fight. And the judge's decision in the blue corner, Chrystian.
It's a well-deserved win there for Chrystian. Both fighters put up a great battle. Well-deserved win.
And also a big round of applause please for his opponent, Stewart. Tough fight towards the end.